Hey, what's going on guys, my name's Raph, and ever since the Dynamax and Gigantamax mechanics were introduced in Pokemon Sword and Shield, there have been a collection of old and new Pokemon that were gifted with this new powerful form. With the Pokemon Journeys anime coinciding showing off these incredible Dynamax battles relating to the Pokemon World Coronation series, it makes you think which Pokemon will Ash Dynamax or Gigantamax. At the time of this video, the only Pokemon Ash is capable of Gigantamaxing is his Pikachu. Ash currently has ownership of 76 Pokemon, including all 30 of his Tauros. But what if we told you that there are 9 other Pokemon that Ash still currently owns, or previously had, that are capable of undergoing this distinctive transformation? So today we're going to explore all of the Gigantamax Pokemon Ash Ketchum almost owned in the Pokemon Journeys anime. And when I say we, well, I'll let my special guest continue.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Mystic, and as Raph said, we're going to be talking about all the Pokemon Ash has obtained or had at one point that had or have the potential to Gigantamax. Seeing all the possibilities Ash has to Gigantamax really can change Pokemon Journeys and make it so Ash has a better chance of winning the competition too. Plus, I mean, come on, this would be an excellent way for Ash to bring his old Pokemon back and really to show a lot of development with them. Moving on though, make sure to check out the video we did on my channel where we rank all of Ash's Pokemon teams weakest to strongest. You can find this video located in the description, iCard, and endcard as well.
Just a disclaimer before we begin. This is a list going over all of the Gigantamax Pokemon Ash could have owned if he kept them and brought them back in the future of the Pokemon Journeys anime. We'll be exploring potential plot points on how Ash could have Gigantamaxed these Pokemon, and the list is in no particular order. The thoughts we express are our own opinions, but don't hesitate to drop a comment down below telling us which Gigantamax form you want to see return from Ash's Pokemon, and we'll be happy to see all of them. Let's jump straight into it. Don't forget to leave this video a like to show support, and I'll be sure to bring out my next video shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't ready to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's begin.
Starting off this list of Gigantamaxing Pokemon, we have Butterfree, a fan favorite and one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Fun fact about Butterfree, it's actually in my top 5 favorite Pokemon of all time, and the main reason is strongly because of Ash's Butterfree. I'm under the impression that we will never see Butterfree again, and I accept that fully. However, it would be cool to see Butterfree again because I love it so much. The writers can find some very special and unique way of how we could see Butterfree again, and overall, it would just make fans like me super happy. To be honest, even if Ash doesn't get his old Butterfree back, what would be super wholesome is if he got another Caterpie, and that Caterpie or whatever evolution of Butterfree could be Ash's old Butterfree's child or something of the sort. That's what needs to happen. And plus, Ash's Butterfree would just look super dope if it Gigantamax, because Gigantamax Butterfree does have the best design in my opinion.
Ash's Orange Island adventure was really enjoyable to watch, as not only did he manage to win the Orange League, but he also accompanied some amazing Pokemon. One Pokemon that was really empathetic, loving, and reliable during its time with Ash was Lapras. Despite its fear for humans, Ash managed to bond incredibly with this Pokemon, bringing out its confidence. Lapras was used in many Orange League gym matches, and it was the main transportation method that allowed Ash and the gang to travel the Orange Islands. After being reunited with its family, and returning later on during Johto, showing off how it became the leader of its herd, this was really heartwarming seeing its development so. Imagine if Ash was able to Gigantamax his Lapras in the Pokemon Journeys anime. Its design is definitely one of the more beautiful ones compared to others, and we may have a cool way as to how Ash can Gigantamax his own. We had the idea that Ash could maybe meet Lapras again after leading the herd away from the Johto coast to continue their migration in potentially Galar. Picture this, Ash and Go have been informed by Professor Cerise to complete a new research task. Within the location, maybe Ash has a similar encounter with Lapras just like he did in episode 257 of OS. Following the continuity of the previous encounter, maybe Ash has to Gigantamax his Lapras on a temporary basis to defeat a foe, or maybe even Team Rocket depending on the circumstances. Lapras is a very special Pokemon, for not only being Ash's first Johto Pokemon, but also a Pokemon that retains its beauty in its standard form and Gigantamax form. Hopefully we see it return one day.
Okay, so this next Pokemon is a Pokemon Ash already has on his current Galar team. But back in the days of the original Indigo anime, Ash actually had used a Haunter to win his battle against Sabrina. Though their time was brief, Haunter was a very comedic Pokemon. It and Ash had a very interesting relationship. The way how it acted, the mischievous attitude, and just the fact it wanted to be a comedian. I gotta say it was super hilarious. And if Ash's old Haunter evolved into Gengar and met his new Gengar, imagine how interesting that would be. We could see total opposite personalities interact and perhaps even have them duke it out in a Gigantamax battle. Another really fun twist would be if Ash's new Gengar and his old one worked together to trick him, and he couldn't find out which one was which. The old Haunter is a comedic genius, and it could teach Ash's Gengar all the tricks in the comedy book. If that were the case, Ash's current Gengar would be super hilarious, and it could be a very funny relationship between the two. I would love to see that, and I think a lot of fans would appreciate it as well.
Oh boy, here we go again. If you haven't gathered already, I'm a massive Charizard fanboy, so shush and deal with it. Anyway, Charizard was one of Ash's strongest and most iconic Pokemon. Its backstory played a big part in Ash's character and the Pokemon anime overall. After turning a new leaf and obeying Ash, this guy helped him in some of the hardest and most important matches during Ash's time as a Pokemon trainer. Charizard held a very personal connection to Ash after returning multiple times in the anime and still keeping its fiery nature and fierce battle spirit, thanks to Liza's training. Whilst Lizardon does maintain the rebellious flamethrower attacks as a sign of affection towards Ash, it's still a very loyal Pokemon, and its power and reputation remained. Not only was it Ash's first Pokemon to evolve to its final stage, but it was also the first Pokemon he owned that defeated a legendary Pokemon, this being Nolan's Articuno back in episode 136 of AG. Okay, let me turn off the Raft Charizard stand button right now. Anyway, Ash's Charizard missed out on loads of potential in previous seasons. Ash could have Mega Evolved it into this. Oh. And this. Yeah, forgot about that one. But we reckon if the anime keeps the trend of bringing Charizard back, then maybe the 1 in 4096 chance of Gigantamax could happen as well. We don't think the anticipated match of Ash's Charizard versus Leon's Charizard will happen, but who knows. Whilst this guy is a powerhouse amongst others, it sure would be amazing to see it return one day in Journeys, and to potentially Gigantamax to make up for all of the other missed opportunities.
So, on my channel a few weeks back, I did a video discussing the top 10 Pokemon I would like to see Ash Ketchum bring back in Pokemon Journeys. And two of the Pokemon I wanted to come back are Squirtle and Bulbasaur. I mentioned there being a scenario where Squirtle and Bulbasaur come back to teach Go about teamwork, because we all know Squirtle and Bulbasaur have to be one of the most iconic duos in the Pokemon anime. They could get into a double battle, and then Go and Reboot could learn how to work together as a team better than they did before. Off that subject though, imagine if Squirtle and Bulbasaur evolved and how powerful they would be. Ash would have all three Gigantamax and Kanto Starters, and it would be so awesome to see. Though I don't really want these Pokemon to evolve, so I think my scenario is fun on its own. But if they did evolve, imagine the kind of power Ash Ketchum could have. He would easily be one of the most powerful trainers out there, especially with the bond him and his Kanto team share.
Ash's Alola team weren't only known for being the team that won Ash the Alola League, but for also being the team to break trends. Dusk Lycanroc was the new special Pokemon, Naganadel was the first Ultra Beast in the anime to be owned by a trainer for longer than one episode, and Melmetal was the first mythical Pokemon to be owned by Ash. Oh boy, it's deja vu again. Yes, this entry goes to Melmetal. You may have watched my theory on how Ash's Melmetal could return in the anime, and whilst it took 3 months to make, well, that's not the point. To reiterate, this entry is still plausible at this current time. We saw Ash reunite with the Big Nut Boy back in episode 37 of the Pokemon Journeys anime, alongside the rest of his Alola team. The theory behind Melmetal is very enticing, as thanks to its undiscovered lore and Pokédex entries, it could be potentially hinting towards a return. For example, in the Let's Go games, they state revered long ago for its capacity to create iron from nothing. For some reason, it was brought back to life after 3,000 years. And in the Sword and Shield games, they state in a distant land, there are legends about a Cyclopean giant. In fact, this giant was a Melmetal that was flooded with Gigantamax energy. Seeing as its Gigantamax form has been data mined and accidentally revealed during the Pokemon Players Cup livestream, maybe this is a big tease for a future event to come in the anime. My guess is that Ash will recall Melmetal and bring it back to Gala for further analysis, relating to its undiscovered lore. He could even bring it back for the Pokemon World Coronation series to maximise its full potential, thanks to Gigantamaxing. This Gigantamax form looks like a beast, and who knows what could happen in future events. It would be a crime not to bring it back, seeing as how special and exclusive it is to Ash for being the only Melmetal in existence. Might as well check out the theory while you're at it. Mwah!
Here's a Pokemon we have only seen for an episode and haven't seen in battle for at least over 20 years. You guys remember Kingler? Yeah, I barely did until Raph and I started working on this video. I also almost forgot Kingler got access to a Gigantamax form as well. Ash's Kingler, I only saw battle once during the Indigo Plateau first battle. Somehow, it took down many Pokemon in a row, including an Exeggutor, who had a huge advantage over Kingler. According to the Pokemon anime's logic, Kingler is one of Ash's strongest Pokemon, so that means it deserves to have a Gigantamax form. And if it did, I think we could expect it to sweep Leon's entire team if it got one. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, but I don't think that the anime is. That's the answer, Ash. I'm sure your Kingler can G-Max and sweep Leon's entire team according to the anime. But being more serious though, we haven't seen Kingler in a very long time, and I think it should be the first Pokemon he has to Gigantamax other than Pikachu. Give Kingler some spotlight, please.
Despite Lapras being an iconic Johto Pokemon Ash caught, there was another Pokemon he caught that was well known for many reasons. This was Snorlax. Snorlax is by far one of Ash's strongest, loving, and most loyal Pokemon, showing great affection to others. Even though it's a powerhouse when it comes to stuffing its face with food, he knows how to retaliate in battles matching this. Remember that one episode in AG when he used 6 moves in the Battle Frontier? Yeah, me too bro. The fun thing about Snorlax is that it's the first Pokemon Ash ever encountered in Gala capable of Gigantamaxing. Back in episode 5 of Pokemon Journeys, Ash and Go had to stop a train from crashing into a Gigantamax Snorlax that fell asleep on the track within the wild area. Whilst it would be cool for Ash to acknowledge that his Snorlax could potentially undergo this transformation, maybe he could still bring it back to Gala to make it happen. We reckon it would be a perfect fit in the Cerise lab, and a potential psychic to go Scovet seeing as they like to eat a lot. There could even be an episode where Ash gets a flashback about the Gigantamax Snorlax he met in the wild area, and decides he wants one for his own. It could even assist him in the World Coronation series, showing off its power, and bizarre status for having 6 moves. Despite all of the possibilities, it's still amazing to know that Ash has this beast of a Pokemon, and many others that were and still capable of Gigantamaxing. So there you have it. Those were all of the Gigantamax Pokemon Ash almost owned in the Pokemon Journeys anime. Looking at all of these Pokemon, it just goes to show how exciting it would have been, or still could be if he brings back any of these pocket monsters in the future. Be sure to head over to Mystic's channel to see the video we did, ranking Ash's Pokemon teams from weakest to strongest. We wonder who made it out on top. Why not let us know who you want to see return in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to interact with us, then be sure to follow us both on Twitter and join the Team PokeRef Discord server to discuss all things Pokemon. You can find the rest of our social networks on screen and in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave it a like, as your support is greatly appreciated. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. Finally, make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my videos, and click on the little bell to enable notifications so you guys get notified when I upload a new video. Huge thanks to my bro John for helping me out with this list. Make sure to subscribe to John's channel, as he's an amazing content creator and he deserves a million, seriously. He's starting to cover loads of content regarding Pokemon Journeys as well, so be sure to go share his channel some love.
Thanks for having me, Raph. It was really fun exploring the potential Pokemon Ash could use to undergo Dynamax or Gigantamax. Who knows if they'll bring any of these Pokemon back in the future. However, the fun doesn't stop here, guys. Be sure to come over to my channel to find out our rankings of Ash's Pokemon teams, weakest to strongest. You can find this video located in the description, iCard, and end card as well.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be sure to stick around for more Pokemon content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.